Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to Let's Play Millennium Dawn as United Kingdom. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, our goal right now is to try to get the Commonwealth Alliance and have the United States, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia on our side for any future conflict, namely one that I imagine is probably going to stem by an invasion of the EU at some point, because I'm sure at some point we will have some conflicts there. I mean, they are in NATO. I'm also in NATO. I mean, everybody's in NATO right now, but I'm sure at some point we will realize that NATO is trash. And we will all join the glorious British Alliance, which is inevitably going to happen. So you have 12 to 13 divisions. We have 17, so we're clearly better than the French. Infantry brigade with recon. A guard, okay. Let's train some of you. Train like 2 infantry divisions, a small infantry division, an armored division, and like that, I guess. Maybe that makes sense. We're missing a lot of small arms. We're missing a lot of utility vehicles, but that's okay for now. Deploy these guys all in the Midlands. Apparently, we can't even deploy them in Ulster. Yeah, the Irish have claims here. Most countries in this mod, unfortunately, do not actually have political focuses. Like, even France doesn't actually have their own focus tree. Germany does. We'll see what they're going to do. Probably strengthen the EU, if I had to take a guess. Keep decreasing the election threshold. And we're going to, have some nationalist propaganda. Just, we're going to make Great Britain great again. It's going to be a fantastic time. Well, I like these guys. I'm guessing are they in the EU or is it because we're in NATO? NATO member, military access, same outlook. Yeah, so we were friendly with basically all of NATO at the moment. How many troops do you have? You have 8 divisions. You have 18. So, Al-Qaeda is probably going to win. If I had to take a guess. Turkish Cypriot election. Ralph Degkiz forms a new election or a new government. Western Outlook has merged victories in their elections. Excellent. In Northern Cyprus, I own territory down here, right? I do. I own this little airbase. Excellent. This tiny little province down here in Cyprus. I don't own Malta. What do I actually own as the UK? I know I own Gibraltar. I own this little part of Cyprus. Probably a handful of islands. Not those ones. What islands do I own? I have no idea what Britain actually owns. We own Bermuda, so that's always good. But other than that, I actually don't know. The Falklands, that's notable. Keep on decreasing the election threshold. Have everybody be able to come in the government, and I think that'll be fine. Tony Blair's still in charge. How do we remember, like, as retire as leader? I'll select a new person, hold extraordinary elections. Okay. Increase threshold. 150. Campaigns cost $1 billion to do. But that's fine. You know what? Money doesn't matter. It's all fine and good. We're 29% popular. Apparently we became very unpopular. Maybe by rapidly increasing military spending and made people a little bit upset with us. But on the other hand, screw them. The people of Britain will have no say in our government policy. That is just how it works. Did I cancel it? I might have canceled it. I'm not too sure what I just did. Or I just spent the money on that. We're so very much in debt. Very, very much in debt. I don't care about foreign influence because at some point we'll just kill all the foreigners. I think that'll work out fine for us. We can't leave EU quite yet. It'll make everybody very upset with us. It costs 250 political power to do so. We can leave NATO, but I don't think we want to do that quite yet either. Let's just have a nationalist propaganda campaign. And I think that should all be fine. How much? What's this actually do? Daily national support goes up by 0.2. Popularity daily change is going down. It doesn't actually tick up ever on its own. Who's actually part of nationalist parties? They're down here. So UKIP, the BNP, the British Armed Forces, and the House of Windsor, of course. The absolute monarchists are the most important people here. The emerging. You are the non-aligned factions. So really, who's in charge? The Liberal Democrats, Conservatives, Labor, and that's about it. I think that's basically all of the power. I don't think anybody... Like, UKIP doesn't exist yet. I don't think in 2000. So we're going to save a little bit of political power just to maybe try to get some more money into our coffers. Let's just drastically increase tax rates. You know, 26%. Go by 1%. A 1% increase in taxes. Vladimir Putin has been re-elected. Not a big surprise in the slightest. Volunteer service. Volunteer service for women. Regional interventionism. No, we're definitely going to get down to neo-imperialism. Obviously, that is the best thing we can do. Local security, isolation. Basic officer training. Baptist by fire. Officer international education. Right now, we are a consumption economy, which maybe is good. Abolish the military. No, that's not going to help us out. Negative 90% attack and defense is bad. Mandatory service would also be very nice, but again, I don't know how much the British people would actually really support it, unfortunately. Oh, I love generic infantry weapon company. My favorite of all the companies. So, basically, this is fine. International bankers. What else do we have in here? Industrial conglomerates, the military. Yeah, the military should have a say in the country. 1100 political power, though, to change that is significant. Very expensive. Got some stable growth. High police and funding, higher education focus, basic health care. Well, we can just kill the welfare states. America chooses status quo. Several discussions have grown over weeks with the United States of America. They've gone for the status quo. America will be America. We've expanded the foreign office. Basically, I want to have no subsidies at all. 0.46 billion. That doesn't change anything. It just makes things worse and it costs the same amount of money. Oh, it probably doesn't update until after you've already done it, which kind of sucks. So let's go with the Commonwealth. Try to get our little British alliance set up, all nice and proper. We can't leave NATO quite yet. Stable NATO option is set to no. Apparently, we can't leave NATO quite yet. Or potentially ever. Because I didn't change it. We can change submarine company. Okay, so let's go with a... research speed goes down by 27%. Why would reliability goes up? So everything research is slower, but they are better. You basically do nothing. Can we go for stable growth? We can go for stagnation. Maybe that'll be nice. It costs $29 billion to upgrade. Kind of expensive. Minimal police funding. A police state? I mean, that always sounds like a good time as well. You know, let's just go straight for the police state. Tony Blair is the biggest. You just go straight to a police state right away. Absolutely fantastic. Does that cancel the elections? No, we're still in the election year, but we're now a police state with a large military spending. Basic civil administration, and we can also just extensively centralize the government. And you know what? Let's do that as well. We'll just there we go. So we're extremely centralized. We're a police state. We have a large military spending. Tony Blair is basically declaring himself dictator right now, and that's fine. I'm sure Blair will be okay with that. Higher education bonus. For universal health. Well, right now we're spending even more money than we are. Like we're losing more money than we were at the beginning of the game. The government's actually become more popular by enforcing the police state. Excellent. See, I know how governments work, so everybody should put me in charge of everything. How much do these things cost? A mandatory service costs 780 points. So very expensive to change anything there. Mandatory service. Actually, it's apparently cheaper to have mandatory service for women than it is to have mandatory service for men. Regional interventionism. Of course, we're going to go for neo-imperialism as soon as we possibly can. Yeah, we might just save up so we can get the military in charge here as well. Canadian British government, enthusiastic, positive. The intelligence community is indifferent towards us. Well, like, clearly the military needs to come in here and show you what's what. Goddamn intelligence community. They have no trust in Blair? He just declared a police state. That should mean that all of the intelligence community should have, you know, their industry should be booming right now. They're really just some, you know, intelligence service, reconnaissance, encryption, decryption. You can justify war pretty fast, so that's nice. Combat foreign influence. Nah, it's fine. Keep decreasing the threshold. Is it at minimum yet? There you go. We've decreased the election threshold to the bare minimum. So I mean, we've enforced a police state. Well, basically anybody can get elected nowadays, so they have nothing to complain about. So we got the Commonwealth is going to take another 18 days. What's everybody else doing? What are you doing? You're going to have some alliances with the Brit, or for the, you're having a friendship with Norway. You're doing friendships with Russia. You're going to expand the Secret Service. Russia, what are you doing? You're going to fight the oligarchs. I'm a bit surprised by that. Oh, restore the Tsar? Absolutely, do that, Russia. It seems like a fantastic time. Mail reform, attract foreign investors. I don't really know who actually has focus trees. I know the United States does. Canada doesn't. Mexico's mobilizing the working class. Oh, Brazil is a focus tree. A pretty big one, actually, as well. So the Liberal Democrats have taken government in Slovenia. That's fine. You're an extremely old man. Slovakia is also... I mean, the Slovakia is also Liberal Democrat as well. We're gonna go with the Commonwealth. Hopefully, you know, the Kanzak, you know, they all agree with us. Create the faction, the Commonwealth. Everybody should be part of our glorious Commonwealth. Britain goes to the Commonwealth. I understand that. Tony Blair. He's gonna reform this empire. Everybody's gonna like us slightly less. I mean, still EU members, so these guys are still pretty happy with me. Even if I've kind of turned my back against them somewhat. We still can't leave NATO. Let's combat some foreign influence in our country for the moment. Can I make things, like, shittier for everybody? Can I go for total war? No. Well, are we just on large? Oh, large. We should at least be at huge. But put all of our money into that. International investments, tax income, resource exports. Well, what are we spending the most amount of money on? Interest in debt, healthcare, education, defense. Well, apparently people are just too educated. They're too educated. We need to dumb down this country. That's the problem. We need to make people a little bit dumber. So let's just cut. We'll just cut education funding to basically zero. If you're not going to go into the military, Britain wants nothing to do with you. Higher education focus. Basic support for primary, basic support for primary and secondary. Free is... I mean, that is going down. Higher education focus. That's going up. Look, cost 13. You know what? Let's go at least slightly down. We're basically cutting all support for the universities. which should hopefully cut you down slightly. Yeah, education cost has gone down by about almost $1 billion. Or by, not billion, $100 million a day. We also cut down the welfare state. Political power gain, stability goes up by 5%. Yeah, so let's start weakening the welfare state as well. We're just going to try to make Britain as shitty as possible. I think that is absolutely a-okay as a general plan right now. We're part of the G7. It should still be the G8 because Russia was not kicked out until they invaded Crimea. So it should still be the G8, and Russia should still be involved, but apparently they don't know that. So we're at 23% poverty popularity. They're a little bit upset that I've cut funding to basically everything except for the military and the cops. So I can understand, you know, having some grievances with our poverty proposals. I think the Conservatives are going to win the election, but come on now. The Conservatives, we're just going to double down on this. Wait, Bill Clinton won again. Clinton. Going into your third term, buddy. Oh, Bill Clinton, he's saying fuck the Constitution 3 terms, baby. 3 terms. Excellent. It should be Al Gore then, but apparently people love Bill Clinton so much that they want him in a 3rd term. He's done some great things for apparently he's done some great things for everybody. Okay, so hopefully Canada, New Zealand, all of them agree with my alliance proposal. I'll be very upset if they do not. And after this, we can probably the future of NHS and cut all funding to it all. Like, we're not even going to go for like private. We're just going to actually blow up every single hospital in the country, and I think that'll be a great path for our country. I think that's fine. We're going to ignore these 2 for now. So our election is still in about 1.5 years from now. So we'll see how that all goes. I mean, the Green Party has a little bit of support. Good for them. The Social Democrats have a little bit of support as well. Yeah, people don't like Labour very much. They're very upset with the whole, oh, you've made us into a police state thing. But all I'm hearing is wah, wah, wah. They're just a bunch of babies. New Zealand has accepted. Everybody's accepted our alliance. Excellent. I actually, you know what? I don't want the United States in here right now. Because if we invite the US, there's a good chance that they might just overtake leadership positions right now, which will be shitty. So there we go. Our Commonwealth is born. You think they would not join? I mean, again, we are a police state. And Canada is spending basically no money on their military or on their police. What about our little allies down here? What are they doing? Basic police, tiny military spending. Basic police, tiny spending, decentralized. So basically, their policy proposals are in a directly opposed to mine. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. Tony Blair can retire as leader. You can do another nationalist campaign. You know what? No, Tony Blair has elections. Yes, he is going to be king for life. Tony Blair, you should just crown yourself king. Overthrow good old Elizabeth. Daily changes going down. Party popularity. You know, let's just keep decreasing, please. Civilian factory in Eastern England. You know what? Sure, why not? That should be a-okay. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If not, do it, can always thumb down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.